Coming up on Sports Science, Josh Bailey takes us back to basics with the essential skill of hockey, skating. The fastest of all team sports, ice hockey is a combination of determination, hard work, and athleticism. It's a physically demanding game that requires a combination of skills, none more important than skating. NHL players skate approximately 5 miles during a game, which includes short bursts of speed, sustained periods of skating up and down the ice, quick directional changes, and the ability to stop on a dime. You can see why having a strong foundation in skating is crucial to success in game action. Here to tell us more is Islanders alumnus Josh Bailey. All right, Josh, over 1,000 games in the NHL. You've seen the best skaters in the world constantly. I want to pick your brain on what you did in your skating, what those guys did to get that perfect stride.
If you can't skate at a high level, you're not going to play pro hockey. And if you can find a way to develop that stride when you're young and be a good skater, it's going to make your time on the ice that much easier and make games that much easier for you as well.
I think it's a misconception sometimes. Good skating doesn't mean you're fast. There's so many other things that go on. And when I look at your game, I think the biggest attribute that you had was your balance. You didn't fall down, you didn't get knocked over. How important is it having a solid footing under you when you're playing such a physical game?
Very important. I think also putting your body in good spots, especially when you're battling or you get a confrontation. How can you manipulate the other guy to maybe get him off balance and keep yourself strong? So I think there's a number of factors, but I think, good core strength, good leg strength obviously helps quite a bit.
As a defenseman, the hardest thing for me wasn't linear speed. It was lateral speed. I can contend with the guy when he's flying down the ice, but it's the guys that laterally can move side to side. And you were really good on your edges. How does that give you an advantage when you're not going north-south, but you're moving laterally east to west? It changes the outlook of the plays you have to deal with, right?
It does, yeah, and I think you're just really the goal at that point is let's create more time and space for myself. Let's try to see who can get open in those situations and find someone else. And again, it tests the D or whoever's back checking you a little more. How are they going to react when you make this fake or cut in and go lateral? Sometimes it can be going into a corner. How quickly can I get out of that corner and be in a good position? I think Barzie's probably the perfect example of that. Low center of gravity, quick turn, always putting the defender off balance. It just kind of opens the ice up well, and sometimes that can lead to a great opportunity for your line mate.
Balance, speed, agility, you touched on everything. I don't know if you still got it, but I want to put the skates on you and see what you can do.
Let's get out there.
The average NHL player skates at speeds of around 20 to 25 miles per hour. This is the result of proper technique combined with powerful legs and a strong core. Dr. Susan, we're talking sports science, and we're pretty lucky. I think you can tie it all in together because you have a background in skating, background in hockey, and a background in medicine. When it comes to the hockey player, in my experience, everyone's got similar attributes. They're strong core and strong lower body. Why is that important?
That's right. That's the most important, to have a strong core and strong lower extremities so that you can have the strongest stride when you're on the ice. But not just a strong stride, you also need to maintain good agility and good balance.
A term that gets thrown around a lot is fast twitch fibers, slow twitch fibers. What are they? And do hockey players have more than the other, or do they need both?
Yeah, so your muscle contains both slow twitch and fast twitch fibers, but they're unique. Slow twitch fibers, you need to maintain your endurance throughout the entire game. But fast twitch fibers are the ones that react immediately to the starts, the stops, and help you gain speed really quickly on the ice.
So when you say that every player probably has a different mix of those fibers, perhaps, myself, I wasn't really fast twitch. Is it possible to have way more of one than the other?
Absolutely. It's probably also position dependent. Every human has a different component into their muscle, both fast twitch and slow twitch. But it's very likely that a lot of hockey players have a little bit more of the fast twitch, but are also very good at activating their slow twitch.
Could you explain the role that cardiovascular health plays in the role of a hockey player?
Yeah, so hockey is such a unique sport. You are not an anaerobic athlete only or an aerobic athlete only. You're a combination of both, actually. So you have to train your heart to be good at doing both things.
What's the difference between the two?
anaerobic means no oxygen. So that it comes into play when you're doing things like your starts, your stops, your sprints. You're doing things in a short period of time. But your aerobic system, that's what's going to keep you out there for longer, like the endurance component of an entire game.
So let's just say if you get caught on the ice, a certain player that doesn't seem to tire at all, they would have a really strong aerobic system?
Exactly, yeah.
Dr. Susan, I learned a lot today. Thanks for breaking down the science behind skating. Bottom line, in ice hockey, skating is the foundation upon which all other skills are built. From stick handling to shooting to playing defense, every aspect of the game is impacted by a player's skating ability.